Watch and burn.
Tonight, I would like to discuss Friday the 13th Part 2. Now, this is the introduction of Jason for the first time. Of course, Jason was not in the first movie. That, by the way, is a colossal disappointment. I saw Part 6 first, and then I slowly started tracking the rest of the parts down. And I was like, yeah, the original Friday the 13th, you know, this is how it began, and it's his mom. Which is cool and everything, because his mom, you can see where he gets it from, because she was a complete fucking psycho too. But Part 2 is the introduction of Jason Voorhees. He follows the chick, I can't remember her name, that beheaded his mom. He follows her into the city, which I'm pretty sure next, outside of Part 8, it's the only time Jason has ever ventured into the city / suburbia in order to get a victim. And he does her, and then it's back to Crystal Lake. And we have a new batch of camp counselors, of course, coming up here, and they all get slaughtered by, of course, Sackhead Jason. Now, I know Sackhead Jason had really divided the fan base, because half the people feel that Sackhead was cool. I'm one of those people. And the other half felt like it was this sort of lazy workaround, like they couldn't have found anything better than a bag. Because, of course, he doesn't pick up the iconic hockey mask until Part 3. So some people felt that using a bag was kind of a cop-out. But I thought Sackhead Jason was great. I thought he was huge. I thought he was intimidating. And I figured that sort of this knuckle-dragging Neanderthal redneck who lives in this little makeshift hut in the middle of nowhere would hide his deformed face using whatever means necessary. You know, like, it's funny, because when I was younger and I went on my teenage killing spree, I wore a Dollarama bag over my head. And that was effective. I had trouble breathing, but nonetheless, if I can use a Dollarama bag, Jason Voorhees can use a fucking cloth sack. But yeah, seriously though, I love Sackhead Jason. I will argue that I know he's not the brightest, but why didn't he punch 2 eye holes through it? And whenever I think of punching eye holes through a cloth bag, I automatically think of that scene in Django Unchained with Don Johnson. They're trying to make the eye holes bigger. Oh, God, that's like one of the best scenes in any movie ever. But anyways, yeah, this one's really fun. I think my favorite part of this movie is probably the end, when Jason's in the room with them and they have no idea. You know, they're like, wait, we're not alone in here. And then it's like, boom, Jason starts going apeshit again. And just when you think it's over, and it's, what's her name, the hot chick's dog that walks up, you open the door and they're like, oh, it's the puppy. And then Jason comes smashing through the window at the end. That was a nice touch. I actually like jumped and almost fell over the back of my couch when I saw that for the first time way back. So that was awesome. But this is sort of like, this is it. This is the beginning of the franchise. I know technically Part 1 is, but this is the introduction of Jason Voorhees, who would of course be the focus of the franchise from now until right up where we are now in 2023. So, I mean, the kills are amazing. And I love how the one dude, I can't remember his name, the guy that's always making jokes, the tall, skinny guy, who just wants to keep drinking, he just completely escapes all the carnage because he's like totally smashed at that bar they go to. And he's like, yo, you know any after hours places? And the locals are like, oh yeah, man, there's a few of those. And he just never goes back to camp. And so when everybody else goes back and gets slaughtered, or the people that chose not to go into town because they think they're on dish duty because they fucked up earlier, because they left campgrounds or something, if memory serves, they're all dead. And the people who are out at the bar who are coming back are about to be dead. And that dude, he just totally skates. So I guess you can say a lot of things against working on an alcohol problem, but occasionally you can say some things for it, because sometimes alcohol will save you from being slaughtered by some lunatic in a sack. What else did I want to say about this movie that I absolutely loved? Any kills in this that totally stood out to me? This is the one where Ralph dies, if memory serves, the old dude that's going around giving the apocalyptic cryptic warnings, and he gets strangled around the tree. That was a fun death. This is the one, is it? No, wait. Part 1 is where they kill the snake, right? I thought that was incredibly cruel. I think it was Part 1 where they kill the snake, because the snake is in one of the cabins. Or is that Part 2? Fuck, I can't remember. This is the one where they're playing strip poker. Oh no, wait, this is the one that's got the dude in the wheelchair who gets the fucking machete in the face, and then down that giant staircase he goes. Oh my God, I am so glad I remembered that. That is like one of like, what the fuck was that? Ooh. All right, I'm getting creeped out. Oh, everything's scaring me now. Just broke off a branch and I almost shit myself. Yeah. The dude in the wheelchair. That is amazing. He gets the machete right in the face, and the force of it knocks him back enough to go down that massive staircase that, now that I'm thinking about it, that doesn't really fit in this, concerning the surroundings of Crystal Lake. That looks more like it would fit in around like a university somewhere. That is interesting. Where did that staircase come from? But anyways, look, it doesn't matter. I'll stop there because these videos are getting less and less coherent. They don't even have like any semblance of structure anymore. It's because I've done, I think, about 700 of them, 800 of them at this point. And I apologize for that, but God knows I am having fun, and I hope that you guys had fun while I attempted to discuss coherently Friday the 13th Part 2, and thank God that's a bunny. I almost fucking passed out. That was just a bunny. That's right, Mr. Bunny. Oh, dude, just don't have a fox follow you or some shit. I don't want any animal conflicts. I gotta go. So, like always, if you like this review or whatever this was, don't forget to do something nice for somebody. But please, most importantly, do not forget that the world is a better place because you are in it. And I will talk to you guys soon. And I think I gotta get to a fucking therapist or something because everything scares me. Have a good night. I just wanted to say thank you for making it through the entire video. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to remind everyone one more time, even though I've probably already done this in the video that you just watched, to please click the like button as well as the subscribe button because it helps this channel grow. And thank you for hitting like and subscribe, and we will see you guys really soon.